welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you the Do You Know Your Slang book tag. This book tag was originally created by Mel from a book named Mel, and I haven't specifically been tagged by anyone, but I just thought I'd do it because I thought it'd be fun. Basically, for this tag you have a list of words that are slang, bookish slang, and the next thing you have to do is describe it and recommend a book that fits your description of the word. Now, some of these words I know, or I think I know, and some I'm just like, I'm not too sure. But yeah, let's get started. So the first word is shook. Now I have the perfect book for this, and that is, wait, I haven't even described it yet. So shook, in my opinion, means like shocked or like something totally unexpected, and you're shook. Pretty simple actually. I think that's the easiest word on the list. And my book for this is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because I was shook when I got to the end of this book, and just throughout I was just constantly shook at what was happening, and there was a lot of twists, and me not being that clever, I don't really figure things out. So I get shocked more often by thriller books, and this is a YA thriller. Yeah, brilliant book. It's about a girl called Pip who is trying to solve a case that was closed for like a school project, and it's mixed media format, which is really nice. You've got like emails and like interviews and things, and it's just a brilliant book, and if you haven't read it, you should. The next word is ship. Now this is when you read your characters, you see your characters in books that you really like, and you ship them together. You want them to be together. I think the most common way for that is like in a romantic relationship. I don't necessarily think that has to be the way, but I think that's the most common way. And for this, I picked two characters from A Court of Silver Flame. So they will contain spoilers, very minor, and probably not that much, and I'm probably overthinking things, but just in case, if you haven't read this book yet, please skip ahead to when I put this book down. So the two characters that I ship are Moore and Emily. I just feel like they would be perfect together. I really love Moore, and I feel like she deserves happiness, and Emily, I think, just deserves the same, considering like her backstory. And yeah, those are the two that I ship. The next word is stan. Now this one I had trouble with, but I think it means like a super fan or just like a fan, I think, and like you'll stand by this book no matter what. And the book, I don't know if that description's right, but the book I picked for this is Ready Player One. I read this in July this year, and oh my god, am I a super fan of this book. It has immediately become my favourite of the year, and I cannot stop raving about it. Like, I talked to my boyfriend about it and I couldn't shut up, and he's not a reader, so I annoyed the hell out of him. I talked to Brooke about it and I could not stop talking about it, and honestly I just fell in love with this book instantly. It's basically just a gamer slash reader's biggest like dream. Like, it's basically a video game in a book, and that is everything to me, and it's just, it was perfect. It was actually just perfection, and anyone who disses this book, fuck off. But yeah, if you haven't read it, definitely go read it. It's about we follow this boy in this world where the world's kind of crap, and the way to escape is through the Oasis, which is basically like a VR type game thing, but it's a bit more than a game. And yeah, there's a lot, and I can't talk about it because I will end up spoiling something, so I'm not going to do that. So let's move on to the next word, which is cinnamon roll. And I think this just means like cute, or like just adorable, and like you just want to wrap them up in a blanket and just keep them safe, is my understanding of the word. It might be wrong, but that's what I'm getting from the word. So the book I picked for this is actually a graphic novel, and it's Heartstopper. I feel like Nick and Charlie are both just super adorable. I have a soft spot for Nick. Is it Nick? No, I have a soft spot for Charlie. Like, he's He is so cute, and just everything, and the struggles he's going through are just, oh, so cute. If you don't know what the series is about, it's about one boy who's openly gay and another who isn't, and who is just discovering his sexuality now after they've met. And yeah, it's cute, it's wholesome, and it does actually delve into some mental health problems and things like that, and it's done really well, and yeah, it's really, really good. So I definitely recommend it. The next word is trash. Now, I have two meanings of the word trash, because I often refer to myself as math trash, because I'm just obsessed with Sarah J Maas, and I would literally, she's an Insta-buy offer for me. I know she's got some issues herself, but like, and I can see those issues, but at the same time, like, I just adore her books. So please don't hate me for that. What I'm going with is, like, the book is just literal trash, like you want to throw it in the bin. And for this I have A Curse So Dark and Lonely. Now, I don't know how to feel about this book. Like, when I read this one, I hated the first 200 pages, or first half of the book, and then I kind of enjoyed the last half. But there's also a trashy character in this book, so it helps with, like, the trash theme. One of the main characters, Rune, I think his name's Rune, or is it, no, Ren. Ren is just trash. I don't like him. I would throw his character specifically in the bin. He's just trash. Basically, this book is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, where one of our main characters, Harper, is taken to this magical world where Prince Ren is, and he's cursed, and all that stuff. Beauty and the Beast, basically. Basically word for word as well. But yeah, this was just trash. I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I did. I think, thinking back now, I think I'd probably rate this lower than I did. I think I gave it 5 stars, but I think I'd probably drop it down to like 2 or 2.5. Moving on. I think I talked really quick there, so sorry about that. The next book, no, wait. The next word is salty. So, in my opinion, the word salty means, like, something annoys you, like, you can't, like, get over it straight away. You're just, like, annoyed for a while, and you're like, oh. So a book that made me feel a bit salty, it also relates to our last book, and that's A Vow So Bold and Deadly. What a freaking letdown. What a letdown. I don't think, I mean, look how short this is. For a last book in a series, like, really, it's gonna be that short? Where is the space to actually build up situations and things like that? And there isn't. And I just think a lot of there's scenes that could have been so much better. There's, like, situations that could have happened and lasted, and just, yeah, all the, like, action scenes that you want, don't expect to find them in this. You can't find it in a book this short. How many pages is it? See, you can tell I'm salty. And I'm honestly surprised I didn't pick Children of Virtue and Vengeance, because I'm pretty sure most of you were thinking I'd pick that book, but no, we've got this one. Though I'm still salty about Children of Virtue and Vengeance. What a letdown. Like, honestly. First book was so good, and then the second one was just trash. Hey, look, a book that fits both. I'm going off on a tangent. I need to move on. Okay, so the next word is lit. And this, in my opinion, means a book that was just, like, it was fantastic. It was brilliant. Like, there was basically no flaws. And so a book that I picked for this is probably not one that you're expecting. Well, it might be, because it's Sarah J Maas, and I picked Crescent City because this book was amazing. It was one of the first Sarah J Maas books I read. This was the second series that I read. It's only the first book, but I started with Wine Glass, and then I moved on to Crescent City, and honestly, it was brilliant. We follow Bryce Quinlan, who's half human, half fae, and she's being dragged into this investigation of some murders and a whole lot of shit. And honestly, like, the last 200 pages were what made this book lit, in my opinion, because there was just so much going on, and it was done so well, and it was just, like, it made me shook as well. Like, there's a lot of words I can use. I was shipping people, I was standing people. It's just, yeah, it was absolutely brilliant, and I think you definitely should read this if you haven't already, because yeah, the ending, I feel like people need to read the ending because, oh my god, I was in tears. I was in genuine tears. And there was just like, ugh. This provokes some real emotions, like a lot of emotions. Well, I went through the cycle of emotions. And yeah, I just think it is a brilliant book. But the final word is tea. And in my opinion, tea is like, you know, spill the tea, spill the gossip, spill the drama. And so a book I picked for this is one I'm not sure about because I don't actually have a lot of books where I could say like it's dramatic or anything like that, or like there's gossip and stuff. But I picked Daisy Jones and the Six because, I mean, it's like it's in an interview format, and it's just like talking about like this band and what happened to them. So I feel like it's spilling the tea, but and because like a lot of things that people didn't know came to light. So this one is probably a bit far-fetched, but this is the only book I could think of. So we have Daisy Jones and the Six. And that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to do this, please do. If there's any books that you agree with the words, then let me know as well. Or if you disagree with any of the books that I picked for these words, also let me know. And I will see you guys in my next video.